Hi, I'm Natalie.
And I'm Miguel, and this is
Click Spain Tours.
It has been a while since we last posted something, and for that we are really sorry. Life has caught up with us, and we haven't been able to be as constant as we would have liked to.
If you've been following us, you remember that we've been taking you on short guided tours around towns and villages of Malaga in the Costa del Sol.
However, this time we're doing things a little different, as well as taking you a little further away, somewhere with its own microclimate, an ideal place if you're ever looking for a winter sun holiday. That's it, to the Canary Islands, and to be more specific, to the island of Lanzarote.
One last thing before we start. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press the subscribe button to not miss out on any future videos. And thank you to all those who have already subscribed, and thank you for your support. Now, let's get started.
Lanzarote is one of the Canary Islands, situated just off the coast of West Africa. Here, the temperature rarely drops below 20 degrees Celsius all year round. It is known for its stunning volcanic landscapes and outdoor activities, as well as for its beautiful golden sandy beaches. There are hardly any trees, but the plant life, when blooming, is surprisingly beautiful. And the villages are full of little white houses. Lanzarote is a land where art, design, and nature go hand in hand thanks to the well-known artist César Manrique, who left a huge legacy. There is plenty to explore on this island, and on this video we will show you some of the places you shouldn't miss out when visiting Lanzarote.
As we have mentioned, César Manrique, we will start telling you about Fundación César Manrique. The building is constructed on 5 volcanic bubbles, which have been converted into habitable rooms. It has 2 floors, the upper floor inspired by traditional architecture, and the bottom floor, where you will come across the different rooms and a small jameo, with a swimming pool, all connected between each other by passageways. This was once the residence of César Manrique, a brilliant Lanzarote architect, who mixed art with nature while at the same time respecting the landscape and the traditions of the island. César Manrique was like the father of the island. He fought for sustainability, and it was because of his influence that you won't see many high buildings in Lanzarote. Now it is a museum, where in addition to an interesting collection of contemporary art, visitors can admire the unusual way in which the building's architecture blends in with the surrounding volcanic landscape.
The Fire Mountains of Lanzarote are situated near the west coast of the island. It is a protected reserve set in a volcanic mountain range made up of volcanic soil. If you are driving there yourself, you will be directed to one of the park's coaches, which will take you around the national park. Once on the tour, as the driver takes you skillfully through the narrow roads, you will be able to appreciate the magnificence of the landscape. After the tour, you will be guided through different experiments to demonstrate the heat caused by a residual chamber of magma close to the surface. First, you will be handed some red pecan, taken from the ground. It is almost too hot to hold. Now, if you were wondering, pecan is volcanic gravel from the eruptions. Later, they will place some dry bushes into a pit, which will ignite due to the natural heat. And finally, on the higher terrace, a bucket of water is poured into different tubes in the ground, from where a geyser erupts with a loud whooshing noise. Here, it is one of the few places in the world where they use the volcanic heat to grill the food in the restaurant.
On the east side of Lanzarote and on the Atlantic shore is El Golfo, a small fishing village surrounded by cooled lava. This charming village with whitewashed walls and flat roofs is well worth a visit, not only for its beauty and peace, but also for its fine dining, based on fresh local fish. Here you will be able to see two things: the beautiful black sand beach, which is surrounded by volcanic rocks, and if you follow the path all the way to the end, you will then see the famous El Lago Verde, or the Green Lagoon. Declared as a natural reserve, the Green Lagoon is a small lake inside the crater of a volcano. Its green colour is caused by the algae at the bottom, which makes it picture perfect when combined with the blues of the sky and the sea, and the black sand on the beach.
Los Jameos del Agua is a volcanic cave in the north of Lanzarote. It is a lava tube which was transformed by César Manrique, where he combined art and nature to bring about an almost magical atmosphere. Inside, it has a lake which is connected to the sea. It is home to a species of tiny blind albino crabs, an endemic local species. Next to the cave, there is an artificial lake of turquoise water which is surrounded by palm trees. You will also come across an auditorium which takes advantage of the acoustics of this volcanic cave. And a museum dedicated to the volcanoes on the island, which provides several interactive activities.
Cueva de los Verdes is another volcanic cave. It was formed by La Corona Volcano, of which Jameos del Agua is also part of. Cueva de los Verdes belongs to a system of lava tubes of more than 6 kilometers long. However, when visiting the cave, we get to see a small part of it. The guided tour of about 1 hour will allow you to explore the inside of the tube and learn more about the history of the island, as well as observe the many layers of lava from the several eruptions that took place over time. you are looking for authenticity, then make sure to visit the tranquil village of Teguise, or Teguise. Teguise is the former capital of the island of Lanzarote. It was one of the first urban centres to emerge in the archipelago. The historic centre, a neat whitewashed small town of cobbled streets, is situated in the northeast of the island, in the middle of vast plains of dark volcanic earth and extinguished craters. A short stroll through the quiet streets of Teguise will allow you to feel what life was like at the beginning of colonial times. But on Sundays, get ready to mingle with other tourists and locals as you explore the Sunday market. This is when Teguise comes to life and all the streets are filled with market stalls. There are hundreds of stalls offering a variety of handmade goods, jewellery, souvenirs, and local food.
Arrecife has been the capital of Lanzarote since the second half of the 18th century, becoming the administrative and commercial centre of the island. Here, you will notice that there are some examples of defensive architecture, such as the Castillo San Gabriel. The St. Gabriel Castle was built in the 16th century as a defence against the continuous pirate attacks. Not too far from the castle you will come across the Charco de San Ginés. This lovely lagoon of natural seawater is often referred to as the Venice of the Atlantic. It is surrounded by beautiful white fishermen's cottages, a charming scenic area which was remodeled by the Canadian architect César Manrique. A great site for a perfect photograph. If we continue walking along the promenade which runs along the coast of Arrecife, we will see a tall building which rises above the rest. With its 17 floors, it's known as the tallest building of the island, and this is the Arrecife Grand Hotel. With its characteristic height and silhouette, this hotel transmits a feeling of sophistication. And on the top floor, you will find a restaurant which has an incredible viewpoint, from where you will be able to enjoy an unbeatable panoramic view of the city. Right next to the Arrecife Grand Hotel is La Playa del Reducto, a beach with fine golden sand. This beach has been awarded with the Blue Flag, indicating that it complies with the high environmental and quality standards. In Lanzarote you will come across many beaches. From Playa Mujeres, near Papagayo Beach on the south of the island, to Playa de Caleta del Mero, a sheltered beach near the fishing village of Orsola, situated on the north of the island. Amongst these sheltered beaches, you will also come across Playa Caleton Blanco, a natural swimming pool of crystal clear water surrounded by solidified volcanic lava. Its turquoise waters, tranquility, the clean white sand, and the almost guaranteed sunshine are priceless. And to enjoy a swim, it's best to go when there is high tide. And Famara, a beach of golden sand situated on the northwest of the island of Lanzarote. This beach with its golden sand is a true paradise for surfers. It can be seen in all its glory at low tide, when the water forms a thin film on the sand which acts as a gigantic mirror reflecting the sky and the volcanoes.
Moving on from the conventional beaches, you also have the natural swimming pools of Punta Mujeres. These pools are filled by the ocean and are protected by huge breakwaters of naturally formed rocks. Punta Mujeres, which literally translates as Women's Point, is a fishing village of white houses situated on the northeast of Lanzarote.
Located in the south of the island, we find Puerto Calero, a well-known port for its high quality and top service. It's a place where you can take a stroll around the brand name shops, take a break and enjoy a meal in the restaurants at the seafront, and where you can enjoy all sorts of nautical activities, including sailing lessons, as well as boat and submarine trips. The marina offers a peaceful and relaxing atmosphere for the small community that lives close by. Lanzarote isn't just for relaxing. You can also play golf while taking in the striking views of the Atlantic Ocean, or even take a hike through the registered hiking trails whilst admiring the fascinating landscape.
The Jardín de Cactus, or the Cactus Garden, is located in Guatiza, in the north of Lanzarote. It is a garden designed by César Manrique, being this the last work he carried out on the island. And once inside, you can stroll along the cobbled paths while enjoying the landscape and the fascinating collection of cacti from all over the world. This garden, which is built in the shape of an amphitheatre, is overlooked by an old windmill, which was once used for grinding corn, but now it is a great spot from where to take a panoramic photo of the garden. The Mirador del Río is one of the island's famous viewpoints, and it is situated at the top of an imposing cliff. The building is perfectly integrated in its volcanic surroundings, and inside you can see traditional ceramics, a range of sculptures, and large windows through which you can enjoy the stunning views of the island of La Graciosa. It was designed by César Manrique, who once again combined art and nature. And if you follow the staircase upwards, passing the gift shop, you will reach the rooftop terrace, where the view is even better.
Moving on to a lesser-known viewpoint, but still spectacular, is the Mirador Ermita de las Nieves. The Chapel of Las Nieves is found on the highest point of the island. Legend has it that in 1427, the Virgin de las Nieves appeared to a shepherd. This miracle forged the story of the Virgen de las Nieves, who later became the patron saint of Lanzarote. Not too far from the chapel is the Ermita de las Nieves viewpoint, a great spot from where to enjoy spectacular views of the western coast of Lanzarote, such as the famous beach of Famara. There are plenty more places to visit on the beautiful island of Lanzarote, but this is enough to whet your appetite and hopefully make you want to see it for yourselves. We hope that you've enjoyed our short tour of Lanzarote.
Thank you for watching, and if you still haven't subscribed to our channel, don't forget to press on the red button. This way you'll be notified when we post a new video.
And a big thank you to all of you who have already subscribed.
Take care and God bless.
Hasta la próxima.